Welcome to the channel. Brian the Divine Healer here with you. Poolside, baby. It's hot today. It's nice. So I figured I'd pull some cards for you and see what's going on. Don't mind the shadow right here, because I put some wood back here so then the phone's not in the sun baking it. You know what I mean? So what's going on? Come on in, sit down, relax. Let's hit this up. Just do the chat filters. You know what we got to do. So make yourself comfortable. Go for a little swim. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get hot. I got my ninja cards. Waterproof. So let's find out what's going on in your energy right now. Hope you're doing well. If you're brand new to the channel, check it out. Subscribe. Become part of this divine family. And those that are subscribed, thank you for coming around. Appreciate your time, your effort, and your energy. Whoa, once hit the deck already. We'll take that. The tower. Yeah, the tower of power. What's going on with that? Big changes coming. Big changes coming. All right, let's keep it going. Ooh, wish fulfillment, baby. Look at that. This is your current energy right now. Told you big changes were coming. Wish fulfillment's on the horizon. That's right. You're about to be getting something big, something good, something juicy. Oh, yeah. I like that. Well, that is your energy now. Congratulations. Let's keep going and get into story mode. Yeah, I got to keep my shirt on. You know, YouTube has these rules, I guess. But if I was a chick wearing see-through lingerie and nothing underneath it, I guess that would be all right. Yeah. Wanted to show off my dad bod. Yeah. You know, when you're in the military and you exercise so much, like, I don't know about getting up at 5 in the morning, eating your breakfast, getting ready to go to PT, physical training, and then go run 8 miles in the morning is not cool. But, you know, that's what we had to do. So my athletic policy has been put on hold just because I did so much work like that. So here's your first card of your story right now. Message. Coming in hot. Hot and fresh like a Little Caesars pizza. And what's coming in hot? Your tower with that wish fulfillment. Something good is happening for you right now. Okay, and you're about to hear about it. So let's keep going and see what this is. Ha! Oh, okay. So the message is about some kind of news coming in, and it has to do with the wish fulfillment of yours. Okay? Major changes on the horizon for you here with that Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands. What is up with the Wands? What's going on in the comments? I can barely see with my shades, but this is how you do it when you're older. You put your glasses on, then you put your sunglasses on. Oh, there we go. I can't read Russian, but that's great. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. Look at my glasses. What's up? All right, let's do this. It's funny. Yeah, I wish I could read Russian, but I can't. So here's the next card. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. This is what your message is about. You're going to get some kind of opportunity here that's about some kind of creative project that's going to lead you to be looking at this money. Okay, so this could be a contract here. Okay. I heard you had a lot of trouble with the Irish mob back in the day. What happened with you in Northern Ireland? Well, I mean, I have been to Ireland 4 times, but I don't know if I had any troubles over there. Now, over here, it's a whole different story. I can't do the glasses like this. It's not working. All right, yeah, so I'm going to try to read it. Nope, can't do it. Okay, so we're going to just leave the sunglasses off here, and we'll just go with the old man glasses. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that, Jericho, but you're going to be focusing on some kind of project here that has to do with your finances for sure, okay? So let's see what that entails right now. Okay, yeah. And I only need these glasses to read because your text on this phone is like this big. Can't see shit. All right. No, Jericho, that was... Nope. I had nothing to do with Whitey Bulger, even though my whole family's from South Boston. Nah. No smuggling arms. Where are you getting that, dude? That's so crazy. You're even talking like that. Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. The only thing I smuggle is these messages to you, my friend. That's it. Right. So the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be some kind of slow growing wealth here for you, okay? This contract could be a long-term contract here for some kind of finances. That's why you're being guided to focus. See, you're looking right at it. She's focused. You need to be paying attention to all the little fine small print in these said here contracts, okay? And I like it that it's a wish fulfillment here, because with that big old tower, it's major change. What's going on, SPS? How you doing? Yeah, I've been in Ireland 4 times, my friend. And my family is from South Boston. Wow. You know all this. That's great, Jericho. Appreciate that. What's going on, Mary Jane? How you doing? Doing great. Loving the sunshine. We're getting the breaks in the clouds a little bit here because it's hot today. Yeah. Okay, we got another one. We got a sinker. Good thing these ninja cards are waterproof. Look at this. Look at that. Check this out. Knight of Wands. You have a lot of Wands energy here, and that definitely tells me that there's something hot, on fire, very passionate coming your way here, because it's coming in. Okay. Like, I think when you hear this news, okay, once you hear this news about... I can't. You know, sometimes it's a curse to be observant, okay? So we're going to look at this Ace of Wands, right? Look at the very top of that. What? Can't. Just hit me like a ton of bricks. Okay, so anyways, when this message comes in for you, right, it's going to be outlining, like I said, some kind of contract, some kind of project that you're going to be getting involved with, but it's a long-term contract, okay? And you're going to be getting these pentacles, this abundance over a long course of period of time. But when you hear about it, you're going to be on fire about it. So you're going to be rushing in quick and hot with this. Right. You've got some people in Dorchester, huh? You know what's going on, Jericho. Yeah, I got Southie, huh? Right. Let's go. Queen of Swords. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, even though the Knight of Wands says, giddy up, you're ready to go with this, before I had told you, you need to be paying attention to all the small fine print in this contract. That's what that Queen of Swords is. She's using her intellect, her intuition, and listening with your good ear to what's being said. Okay? Now, I don't know if you're going to cut this off because you might not like what you hear, but we're going to find that out. Yeah. Whiskey. Because, honestly, whiskey, I don't do the brown liquors. That just gives me the runs. Yeah, but I did do some Guinness. Here we go. Queen of Wands. Another wand. Okay. Well, this has to do with your creativity here, okay? Your confidence level is going to be crazy off the hook. You're going to be sitting in a very kind of prestigious place here when this contract comes in for you. All right, let's keep going. Strength. Okay. Okay, so with the confidence here, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands and the Strength card, you have that courage, right, to stay confident. Okay, so no matter whatever this contract might be, it might put you in this spotlight, this public recognition deal, and that does freak out people, I'll tell you. So they get shy, they get nervous, they just kind of bow out, even though going through it before they hit it, they're confident. As soon as it hits, they lose all their confidence. But not you, because you have that strength and courage to stay confident. Yeah, bro, I can't do that whiskey. It doesn't work for me. I had a friend in the army that had some moonshine, and it was maple syrup moonshine. It was brown, and I was like, "Yeah, this is so good. Oh my god!" And I'm like doing 2 or 3 shots, and next thing you know, I'm on the side of his house praying to praying to the porcelain god, but outside on his house. It was not fun. Yeah, I don't do the browns. All right, here we go. Queen of Cups. Look at this. You're gonna love this. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this, whatever this is. Okay, and you have that confidence to know that obviously you're able to read. So whatever contract details there are, you're going to really pay attention to them. And then this is what's going to start lighting you up. And there's the truth right there. So this is going to enlighten you to some new ideas. Okay. So now your creative juices with all these wands out here are going to be flowing off the hook. Okay. But mainly the truth is that you're not going to break your confidence because you're strong in that department. And we got 2 cards that came out. So you have the Sun card with the Fool. Shut up. You are going to be happy to take this jump, baby. I'm telling you. If I had a diving board, I'd tell you to go jump right off it right now. Because this is going to be good. Okay? So you're going to be really happy about what's coming in. And you're ready to pack your bags. And you're ready to go. Sorry about the glare with these shiny cards. But these are my ninja. Waterproof cards. They're indestructible. All right. And they kind of float, but not really. Kind of made like this PVC. All right, so the Fool, that's looking really good. You're ready to go. You're ready for this new adventure. The Hierophant. You could be working with some kind of organization. Yes. So it's like, this is seemingly like corporate now. Okay. Let me see. What you saying there, Jericho? Is Axl Rose and Jim Morrison, or Jim, the better rock star? Well, see, like, in my personal opinion, Axl Rose, he was Army, by the way. He had the performance, like he had that, yeah, right. But Jim Morrison was so nervous of the stage and the people, he would sing his songs like this until he got his confidence. So it's kind of a tiebreaker because Jim Morrison really wrote some good songs, right? Sure did. 24 hours of pain in the ER, working the medical field all day. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you need to come check in the pool. Get yourself some relaxation if you're not suffering that bad. But if you are, probably you should go to the ER, Megan. If you're in that much pain, yeah. Is it in the pain in the heart? Because you have to deal with people in the medical care facilities. Okay, 4 cups. Well, this is a little sidewinder here. Okay, a little curveball. Yeah, he is legit crazy. That's how we should be. Because, you know, if you're going to be truly free, my friend Jericho, you have to be yourself. And if you're not going to be yourself, well, then you're going to be playing the role of somebody else. And that's not really being free. So, with this 4 of Cups here and this organization, you're not happy about it. Okay, you like the contract deal, maybe you like the money situation, whatever it is going to be happening. It's not right to feel that it's not what you were looking for. Okay, see, he's looking down here and you're like, oh man, you're offering me this, but I wanted this from this organization. Be careful. I'm bleeding from the nose. My boss is the okay, you know the pinch technique, right? Because you want to measure field. Pinch it off, girl. Pinch it off. Shove some toilet paper up in there. And it should go away. As long as you're not getting dizzy or migraine from it or losing excessive blood, you might be just okay. But you need to probably sit down. Okay? Like him? What's going on? Dude, you know, you're embarrassing to yourself. So we're gone with that. I mean, seriously. That was just odd. Who does that? That's shameful, man. I mean, hey, If you're a homosexual, that's on you. It doesn't matter. I don't judge like that. But to be expressive in detail what you're talking about, that's a little too far for my channel. Because I do have youngins on here, and that was very inappropriate. So I had to put you in a timeout, get you off my channel. Because we don't do that around here. That's right. Whoa, wind's blowing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got a swimmer. We got a swimmer. There it is. Yeah, see, 10 of cups. You want more, okay? So I think they're offering you 4 cups here. This is why I say you got to read that contract pretty well, because they're offering you something that's little, 4 cups, but you want something big. That's why you're feeling like I'm not getting what I really deserve or really what I want. This is what you're giving me. This is what I want. So this cup here represents the Ace of Cups, and then we got the 10 of Cups with that. So now I can see there's going to be a little bit of a challenge. That's why we have the Queen of Swords out there, to use your discernment and listen to what they're saying to you before you start scribbling your name on everything, right? Sorry, I'm not trying to pick up extra hours for my husband. So, yeah, our son is in the military. So he's trying to get him home for Father's Day. But somebody is very, very wrong with me and my body. Well, don't stretch yourself out, Megan. Take your time. If your son has time for leave, because, you know, we earn that in the military, well, then that is what is afforded to him. Otherwise, it's a no-go. But you need to take care of yourself and sit your ass down. Sorry about your mom. Yeah, my aunt had she had a grand mal seizure. Yeah, she completely lost her whole entire memory. I was like 13, and I before I was starting high school, I had the summer break, and so I was teaching her how to spell and read and write and everything like that. And she did so good that she went to Bunker Hill Community College in Boston and got her bachelor's degree after the grand mal seizure. Thank you very much. Yeah, all right. So 10 of Cups on the table here with the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you're going to be you're going to just stay cool. You're going to be casual with this, okay? You're really not going to be so, that Knight of Wands energy where you're ready to take off, okay? You're pulling yourself back a little bit here, keeping your emotions in check, okay? See the water down here? It's ready to cross the water. That's your emotions. That foot's ready to go over and you're ready to cross in. So you're holding yourself back a little bit, staying in that casual, friendly type mentality, because you're not liking what they're offering you, even though it's seemingly like it's going to be a jackpot, but the fine details are going to say something different. And shout out to your son being in the military, Megan. Appreciate that. Chariot. Okay, but it's in reverse. So don't spin your wheels yet. Ready to peel out and take off. Stay cool, calm, and collective through this process, okay? Whew. Let's go. The Devil. Okay? So you're not going to self-sabotage yourself. You got a good thing here. Right? Yeah. So you're not going to self-sabotage yourself by rushing into this, okay? You're going to dot your I's and you're going to cross your T's. You're going to make sure that what you're reading is going to be what you want, okay? Thank you. You know, I appreciate you too, and you know what you're going through, because, you know, some people really go through things more than others, okay? And I always believe that God gives his hardest assignments to his toughest warriors, even taking your own family members. Okay, it's their time to go. That's God's decision. Okay, all we got to do is just, we got to live in that present moment of understanding what's going on, even if we don't. You know, I lost my mom and my brother during COVID, and it was like a double whammy. And then as soon as COVID ended, I lost my cousin and my aunt, and it was just a disaster. And the fiance that I had at the time, she was nowhere to be found. So I had no support other than God to pray to help me through all that I was going through. So you're tough enough, Megan. You can handle it. Just take it easy with the nosebleed, okay? There we go. The Moon. Okay. So there's some sneaky going on here. Some things being done behind the scenes in the dark with this organization that you have no idea what's going on. That's why you're kind of like leaning on that Queen of Swords energy to be like, I'll hear what you got to say. But if I ain't liking it, I'm cutting that right off. Okay, so we got the moon card here. Yeah, the Emperor. Okay, so the boss of this organization is Slim Shady. Okay, so the boss of this organization is the one that is sneaky, doing things in the cut, behind the scenes, that is somehow you're picking up on. Okay, because that Queen of Swords is very intuitive. Okay, so you're picking up on this. You're not seeing, even though you're not seeing it in the contract or whatever, you're feeling it. Okay, and you know that this person's shady. Okay, sneaky. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna frustrate you bad. You're gonna be definitely frustrated here, and it's gonna start making you change the way that you feel towards this opportunity that's coming in for you. Okay, not everything seems gold, right? Not every grass is greener on the other side of that fence. Unless you, oh, there we go. Timber. It's starting to get windy out. I'm losing all my shade. Yeah, unless you got that fake ass grass, that's pretty green, but it's fake. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of that symbology of this reading. The Hermit. Okay, so you're gonna have to really think about it. You have to go within. Okay, shine the light on the truth. See what is really the deal, because the whole company might be cool, they might be nice, but it's that boss. Okay, it's the boss. It's the head honcho. That's Slim Shady. Okay, and you feel this. Maybe you're gonna meet this boss, and he's gonna just give you this vibe that you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know, and that's gonna frustrate you. Because what's proposed in the contract is not the words that is coming out of his mouth. That's the moon card. Okay, hiding things, being done kind of behind your back without you knowing. Okay, so we had two cards. So you're gonna feel betrayed. They're gonna feel betrayed. You're gonna feel you've been stabbed in the back. Okay, because of the contract worded it right, sounded delicious, but then when you have that meeting, that interview, or whatever. No. So then, here comes the wheel. Time to roll out. Roll out. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune here. Things are going to change again. And we had the Tower in the very beginning. So, let's see what that is. Thank you, Megan. You're amazing. I appreciate that for that super like. You're fantastic. I hope that your nosebleed is stopped by now. Here we go. Look at this. Liars. Yeah, you're not dealing with that. You're out. Peace out. You're going to make things sound so good to me, but it's just a lie and betrayals. I'm not having it. I'm taking off. Spinning my wheels. Yeah, rewind it. Yeah. Oh, no, baby. That is plenty enough, Megan. I am grateful for what you've already did that. Even just being here is more than enough for me. I'm grateful. Thank you. Right, here we go. The Empress. Look at you. You know your worth here. You know your worth. You're not going to deal with liars and backstabbers, okay? You're going to change the situation real quick because why? You're wise as hell. Okay? Little smarty pants you are. Yeah. Okay? Because if you're going to give unconditionally, you want unconditionally. Okay? You have it within you to plant any seed to make it grow no matter where you are. And I think because this emperor, this boss sees this about you, that's where the curveball comes in. Let's keep doing it. I'm loving it. 24 minutes in. Oh man, it only felt like 5 minutes. That's great. I love it. Love it. Star card. Yep. You, like I said, you know your worth. Empress, star card. You're the Mac daddy. You're the Mac woman. You have the skills. Maybe even some healing powers here. But this isn't your destiny. This is not written in the stars for you. Well, if this resonates with you, Megan, then it is your story. Because it is kind of a general collective reading. It's not for any specific sign. I kind of switched that up a little bit. So that way I can reach a little more diverse people here on YouTube because I'm strictly banned a cusp reader. So if you don't know what a cusp is, it's meaning the zodiac is like it's like a clock, right? You got 12 zodiac signs. You have 12 hours in, you know, the day. We'll say the day and then the night. But when the sun rotates, or the universe, however it rotates, the sun will go in each zodiac sign. Okay, so you have a sun sign in Aries, you have a sun sign in Taurus, because that rotation of the alignment of Aries and then the sun coming in Aries, that would be your birthday being an Aries sun sign. But now there's the next sign of Taurus. So the sun still goes around. So each zodiac is like a hour, but the sun still works in minutes. So it goes in between Aries and Taurus. And some people are born in between those two signs, like myself. So that would be a cusper, because now you're on the cusp of the other sign, which means now you share those characteristics, personality traits of both signs, Aries and Taurus, as an example. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I work with the whole rotation. I got it. Sweet. That's sweet. Nice. You're tracking it. I love it. Get out of here, B. Mr. B. Okay, let's do this. 9 of Wands. Look at you, Trooper. Super Trooper hero. You're going to carry on like it's no big deal. Okay? No harm, no foul. Okay? Still going to be pressing on because, look, he's still holding that 1 wand. So, you're not letting go of an opportunity, whether it comes to you or not, but you're still ready to take it. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm very intuitive on the reads here, so it's basically all your guys' energy that you project onto me throughout the day, subconsciously, because we have that antenna called the pineal gland that we pick up on. And so us people, psychics, clairvoyants, all that, we can take care of those energies this way and give you your messages. Look at this, justice. Justice will be had. Okay, go have fun, Megan. Appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Enjoy it. Rewind it later because I'm probably still going to be on for a little hot minute. Go take care of your precious patients. Temperance. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to be balancing things out here because you're bringing justice to the situation here. You're like, I'm not having it. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Yeah. Okay. Glad you just came in. Yeah. Looking like the justice. Yep. It is for you. Or it is you. Okay. So justice, temperance, you got it in the bag. Okay. Victory. Victory. You got it. See, no worries, no harm, no foul, because, like I said, you're the Empress. You embody this justice energy. Okay, so if anybody comes at that with nothing but a little bit of that moon card stuff doing, behind the scenes, shit that you don't know is going to be happening, that you weren't aware of in this contract, you're going to sniff it out. You're going to sniff it out because you're going to meet this boss guy, this Emperor person, at least have a chat with him. And, okay, I appreciate you staying here for a few. Yeah, okay, cool. Hang out as long as you can. So, yeah, you're going to sniff it out. And you're going to think, okay, well, you know what? With your grace and your kindness as being in this Empress energy, you're going to be like, thank you, but no thank you. I'm worth more than that. You're a tool, and I'm out. Yeah. Because that Queen of Wands is that we'll give it right back to you energy. Okay, that very direct. Okay, look at investing. Okay, so we're going to rewind this a hot second. So with the temperance, the angels here are balancing things out for you because this present thing isn't working for you. So now with that karmic wheel coming in as the Wheel of Fortune, your chance to hear some great news, not only having victory over this moment of this contract that's bogus, but you're going to hear some great news that is worth investing in. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so God will take away things that are meant for you and return them with something better. Okay, this is all in divine timing, and if you can show the right mentality or the right attitude, then your reward is great. Okay, because if you bucked up to this person who's like, I just caused a ruckus, well, you're only setting your own karma. Okay, so if you bow down with grace, but intelligence and your wisdom, then that carries over. You're showing that emotional maturity, blah, 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 and now you'll be rewarded. Great news coming in with that Seven of Pentacles about investing in something. What is that? Something that you don't have to really worry about being conflicted with. Okay? That's nice. No competition. Okay? Five of Wands in the reverse. Drink time. It's hot. Talking a lot. Throat gets dry. I love these Yetis because you can just do that and not worry about it. And it floats. And nothing gets in it. I love it. Just like these cards, all waterproof. Yeah. Okay, so no conflict, no struggle. You're gonna have to make a decision, though. Okay. It looks like this current energy, this cycle, this season, you're gonna be having some big, heavy decisions to be making right here. And one of them you're not gonna like when it comes down to crunch time, and we're gonna find out what this other one is here. Something that you can move towards easy and smoothly, okay? There's no ripples in the water. There's no like sabotage. There's no current to come and take you out of your boat, okay? So this new word, this new decision that you're going to have to make about reinvesting in something else that you're going to hear really good news about is going to lead you to smooth sailing. Yeah, smooth sailing. Today, I stuck my finger in a child's chest who was shot and came home to clean up. Oh, boy. Yeah, you definitely are in that medical field, huh? Sucking chest wound, huh? That's a shame a kid got shot. Like, you know, people these days are just foul. Let me see. I'll pull a card on that real quick for you, Megan. Because I love kids. I have 5 of my own, so... yeah. I'm already hearing yes. You're going to get a message about it. Page Cups. But it's not death. It's not death. It's a transformation. The transformation is he's going to be fine because he has you. There you go. That's your answer. I'll leave that right there for you, Megan. Let's continue. Okay. Yep. Too many floating. All right. We got 3 to hit the deck. Okay, so the 7 of Cups is upright, so that is options here. So when you're moving towards this new opportunity here, you will have... ooh, look at this. You will have choices and options. Yes, thank the Lord always. Look at this 9 of Pentacles. It's going to set you right. Okay, it's going to give you a lot of abundance. You're going to be looking good, smelling good, feeling good. Okay, and that's really good. With this smooth sailing, I told you it's going to be easy. So this new news coming in is going to be really good, delicious, and it's going to balance you out here. Okay, so the Lover's card is not just the twin flame and soulmate crap. This is also connecting your dark side to your light side. Life experiences, all that. You're not bound to the devil because there's no chains here. The devil's gone because you're not self-sabotaging yourself here. And you have 6 of Pentacles. So somebody wants to invest in you. They want to give you something here. And it's financially because we have all these Pentacles out here. And there are going to be options for you in this situation. Okay. So you might be getting like a 401k. Okay. You might be getting a bonus option. You know, some kind of sweet sign-on bonus, something like that. I'm loving that. Okay, come on, Stickies. 6 of Cups, but it's reverse. So all the crap that you went through in your past, c'est la vie. Yeah, yeah. There's no looking back. You're not gonna be looking back at this at all. I see the dark and the light every day. I know, because the sun rises and the moon sets, right? No, but seriously, in that medical field, Megan, you do see, you do see a lot of that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm on point. Okay, And you're not gonna be trapped in your head with this. So c'est la vie. You're not gonna overthink this. It's gonna be easy for you to just move in this direction with the Six of Swords. That smooth, easy peasy sailing. Okay, it's gonna be a breeze. And look at this. Ooh, you're about to be in a leadership position. King of Wands. He takes action. He's the leader. He is the boss. Okay, this is your position. Look at him holding the wand. You haven't let go of that wand yet since the beginning of this reading. So you're going to be in a leadership position here. And it's going to pay off. Obviously, because if you're like in management or leadership position, CEO, well, you get paid pretty well. I hold in my doo-doo. Well, you shouldn't, because that kind of swells up the intestinal organs, and once it releases, it deflates. Happens. I got to do it when I got to drive from here to there, and hopefully I can make it on time. Look at this. You're going to collab with people here. 3 of Pentacles. That's great. Yeah, so you're going to have like a team. Okay, so I don't know what this exactly is, but it's going to be very great. It's going to be very lucrative because you are going to be this leader in charge of a team. Doctorate. I only made it to the bachelor's level with my criminal justice, but I didn't finish the internship because I was in the military, and so my internship with criminal justice would be to go sit at the police station and answer the fucking phones. And I'm like, I'm not a receptionist. I'm good with that. And plus, I got all the way through it except for the internship, so I didn't really need the plaque on the wall to say that I'm educated. You know what I mean? So that was the only thing that I didn't get the piece of paper. But I got all the credits for it. All right. I like that. Leadership. You're going to have a small little team here, 3 of Pentacles. Collaborate with somebody here. Okay, don't block this. Do not block this. Okay? Don't block it. But you're not going to be blocked anyways. Okay, so you don't have to feel defensive. You don't have to feel that you need to stand guard with something because you're going to be in charge. Okay, so whatever you say goes with this little team. And yeah, 2 of Swords. Boom. Your decisions are going to be easy. You know why? Because you have the leadership qualities naturally in you, so you don't have to research, meaning the blindfold is the logic, so you already have that internally here. Look at all the sound waves, okay? That's your vibration. See all those little circles? That is your vibration. With the Moon card, that is your emotions. Look at all the water behind here. So you're gonna be leading this team intuitively. Because you don't need to read books and things like that because you already have that inner knowledge of the logic. That's why that blindfold's on to block it off. I want to keep saving people too. And thank you. I appreciate that. I did hard service. I did 2 tours in Iraq back to back. So the first joining of the army, I got to Fort Hood. They said you got 10 days to find your family a home. And I was in Iraq for 24 months. Yeah. 2 consecutive tours back to back. 4 Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, you're going to hold on to this here. You're going to hold on to this stability. You're going to hold on to this leadership position because you're a natural born leader. Oh, let's keep going. Almost running up the whole deck. I love it. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. Look at this. Yeah, you're gonna be holding on to this because y'all gonna be doing some hard work. Okay, so it's not gonna be easy work, but it's easy for you because you already have that inner knowledge about it. But however you're gonna lead these people is gonna be easy because sure, there's gonna be a lot of hard work, but because you guys are holding on to this idea of this collaboration, of this teamwork, because teamwork is the dream work, right? It's gonna be coming easy, okay? Because you have other people that are becoming in that also know what they're doing, so you don't have to like go behind them and do. That's the one thing I didn't like about the army. It was like I was a giant babysitter. Okay, I had to go behind other people and do their work, make sure not only just checking it, but if they weren't doing it, I had to make sure it was correct because I was a sergeant, and if it wasn't correct, it's on my ass. Okay, because those soldiers that I was leading, because I had a squad of like 10 people plus. I think it was like 6 Iraqi translators. Yeah, I learned Arabic in 9 months. But anyways, when you have a team that flows good because somehow this divine project that's coming to you after the rejection of this first one is going to be balanced. You have the angels on your side. So they're going to, with that Empress energy in the King of Wands, it's like you're going to be drawing the right team to your position to work this all out easily and beautifully. And no struggles with that Six of Swords. Ooh, I love that Six of Swords. It's just like sitting on a little kayak cruising down the lake, right? The World card. Boom. Okay, so the world is going to be yours. You're going to have access to everything. You're going to be able to do much things. Your reach for your leadership position with the work that you're going to be doing is going to go far. Okay, so now we're not just talking local here. We're talking big time. Hitting the big time. Page of Pentacles. Yep. Okay, so with the work that you guys are going to be doing and how it's going to be spreading across the world here, you're going to be doing so much good work that you're going to actually be able to give your team raises. Okay, you're going to be able to give them incentives, motivations, bonuses. This is what your position is going to be like. Wow, we just dove right in, didn't we? Yeah, we sure did. This King of Cups. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, see, you know your worth, you know your capabilities, you understand what kindness is all about. So you're not going to be that authoritative boss that's like, get to work. No, you're like, hey, let's all get together. Because when I was in the Army, it was like, I knew it was on my ass if they didn't do their job right. And then I made it like a family. So if my soldiers did something wrong and I had to correct them, let's say I had to make them do push-ups, well, I would get down to do push-ups with them. You understand? So this is kind of what your thing is going to be like, where you're going to love what you do, and because you're putting that natural leadership quality into your team that you're going to be having, it's going to flow easy. And that's going to make your reach go way far out. Okay. Well, 42:27 on the clock. 2 cards. Let's do it. No more anxiety. No more stress, because you're going to be hitting the jackpot. What? Jackpot. Ace of Wands. No stress. Because 9s in numerology is officially the endings. 10 are in tarot because there's no double numbers other than the master numbers in numerology. So we, the 11, 11, 2, 2, whatever. So the 9s are completions. So no more worries, because you're going to be hitting the jackpot, because you're following the yellow brick road. That is a beautiful poolside reading, my friends. Don't go anywhere yet. I'm going to pull your verdict, and we'll see how this finally turns out. Ha! This is where you're going to find peace in your life. Yes, peace, relaxation. It's going to be easy, but it's going to be very substantially financially rewarding. You're going to build this team, this project, whatever this is. You're going to build it, and you're going to be able to sit in your little castle and look at all that you've grown. But you're also going to be building with your team, because this is your team. So it's like a construction team, You got the roofers, you got the electricians, you got everybody in there collaborating together to build this big giant house. This is what it's like. This is what you're going to be doing. And this has been your reading. You guys are amazing. Megan, thank you for the super thanks. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome in the chat. Thank you for all the likes. Appreciate you coming out here. And if you were around the block, I'd say, come on in and go swimming. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your week, my friends. Be blessed, be brave, be bold, and be well. Peace and prayer every day, because you are worth it. And I will see you definitely on the next one.